What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to Comic Breakdown. In this video, we are continuing on with the Dawn of DC with City Boy issue number 2. In the last issue, we were introduced to Cameron's son, a young man who has the capability to talk to the city. And for a long time, he's been running away from these powers, not fully understanding them, not knowing his full capacity and capabilities. But there are others out there that know what he can do, that want to use that power, that want to harness that ability, because Cameron's son has caught the eye of none other than Darkseid. And Darkseid has sent in Gang. He has sent in Bruno Mannheim, because Darkseid has some big plans for Cameron's son. So make sure you guys have subscribed to the channel, make sure that you have liked this video, and with that being said, let's dive into this breakdown. Alright gang, so as we dive into this issue, we are picking up with Cameron's son. The local gang members, they're trying to rough him up, using the old man as leverage. They are giving this old guy one heck of a beating. All of this beating, all of this trauma is reminding him of the moments when he became City Boy, when he had the ability to manipulate and talk to the city. And seeing what they're doing to this old man, we see this room flip upside down. Cameron is letting Boss Chung know that he told them he was going to walk away, but they decided to hurt the old man. They decided to hurt his friend. They decided to hurt Cameron's son. And if you hurt him, the city pays attention. This is where we see the walls, the building, they are all under his control. As he goes to bring it down on the boss, we see that Fujimoto almost gets hit as well, stopping himself from crushing the both of them. The boss says that this kid is a monster, but picking up a knife, holding onto that knife, he can see everything. He can see everything that the city ever saw done with this knife. From murders to robbery, to strong-arming and everything else in between. But this is when Cameron's powers, they go beyond anything he has ever experienced. We start to see people all over this room, with his powers becoming too much, not understanding what he's seeing. The boss ready to put a bullet into Cameron, he throws a piece of wall and knocks the boss down. What Cameron is seeing is everything. Every person who has ever lived or died or cried in this place. He can see it all. But with a giant explosion, this is where we have the arrival of Bruno Mannheim, rendering Cameron unconscious. When Cameron wakes up, he is back by the doctor that started all of this, that gave him powers to begin with. This is Dr. McCarrison. It has been 10 years since they have seen one another, since the incident that gave Cameron his powers. And the doctor is telling Cameron that you have such potential, you have such power, but you're not even using it right now to try and escape. As he cranks up this system, the electrical surge going through Cameron, he sees a little bit of everything. He sees Metropolis on fire. He sees the arrival of Darkseid. At this point, Cameron has no idea who Darkseid is, but it seems like Darkseid wants to create his new home, and he wants to start with Metropolis. That is why Darkseid wants Cameron. He wants him to transform this world into what he wants. But Cameron says that the city does not want this. The doctor tells him that he's going to do it, or he will die, as well as his homeless friend. Fujimoto also hooked up nearby, the electrical currents going through him, and that's when Cameron begins to use his powers. The ceiling opening up, the steel coming off in all directions. As it begins to form up behind Cameron, we see Metropolis come to life. Metropolis coming to life in the form of a freaking metal dragon. As this dragon just lays a beat down on all of the guards. A huge blinding light goes up to the sky coming from the dragon's mouth. As the guards open fire, Cameron using everything at his disposal to block the bullets. He lets them know that this is his city. The dragon charging full speed. That's when a quick blinding red light comes flying in, landing directly on the dragon's head. We have the arrival of Superman. and he is letting Cameron know that he likes to think that this is our city. And that will be the end of this issue. So let me know what you guys think down in the comments. You know, this is the kind of stuff that I like to see. So far, City Boy has been one of the best lines that come out of Dawn of DC. One of my usual complaints when it comes to comics, especially when they're operating in a hero's specific city like Metropolis, is that they don't use those heroes. They never show up, they never come to the rescue, they never come to help anybody out. They're usually having the excuse that they're off-world, or they're somewhere doing this, or they're with the Justice League. But finally somebody is deciding, let's use the hero that is in this city. Because with all of this going on, it's obvious that Superman is gonna come in. This is freaking Metropolis. There is a giant dragon ready to take some people out. And while Superman doesn't understand the full situation, explaining why he would take down that dragon, Cameron's son is meeting Superman for the first time. But maybe this was the Doctor's goal. Maybe they wanted to bring in Superman. They wanted to bring him in for whatever reason, maybe to try and take him down. Superman is the biggest threat to their plans. But we are also seeing that Cameron's son is no joke either. Being able to manifest Metropolis in the form of a freaking dragon. Now, for whatever reason, it seemed like the Doctor wanted him to use his powers in this capacity. That's why I hypothesized that they're trying to bring Superman in. Or maybe they're just trying to see the true extent and capability of Cameron's powers. Either way, Big Blue has shown up. And while Superman doesn't know it yet, Darkseid is right on the horizon. Cameron, not knowing who Darkseid is, he may not be able to tell Superman of this coming doom, because nobody has told him Darkseid's name. They have just said that he is. And maybe with this little bit of information, Cameron will tell it to Superman, and Superman might understand. Either way, issue number 3 is going to be quite a revealing issue. So let me know your thoughts, let me know your theories, if you would like to get completely caught up on everything going on with City Boy. Be sure to check out the link in my description as well as the top of this video. It will get you completely caught up on everything going on with this series. If you would like to support the channel, you can always do so by joining the channel membership. Much like Patreon, having multiple different tiers, from $1 to $50. From loyalty badges to comics every single month. Not only are you helping out the channel tremendously, but you are getting tons of perks in the process. If you are unable to do this, do me a favor, subscribe to the channel, like this video, hit that notification bell, and with that being said, until the next breakdown.